Let's move on to the black businesses. Like I said, man, it's important to support all of our people out here trying to make a way for themselves. All of our people out here trying to create things that they feel we can use here in our society, create wealth for their families, create an infrastructure so we can have something. Feel me? If you look at, when I look at my city now, I know structural racism has a hand in the infrastructure that I see in my city, as far as there being like a little Chinatown, there being a little area where the Arabs have all their stores. There's areas in my city where Mexican people have a lot of structure and a lot of stores and things that they use to support their family. As we know, the money in other communities rotate in their community several times before it leaves out, and we understand in the black community that isn't the case for the most part, right? So even though we know that these things take place, these like I said, the structuredized racism that affects all of us, the classism that affects all of us, all of these different things, we have to continue to fight that, right? But at the end of the day, like I was saying earlier, we need to look at each other and decide what we're going to do. We need to look at each other and realize there are moves we can make on our own. So when I see somebody black with a business, I am going to do everything I can to support their movement. And again, I'm looking for quality businesses as well as being black, but I'm going to do everything I can to support their movement, let everybody know about it, spend my money with them. You feel me? Like I said, man, that's the only way these things are going to change, is if we put our money where our mouth is and put our actions in the right place too. You feel me? Because you can give money and do that as well, but what actions are you displaying to help the people around you? You feel me? So, 2 new businesses for today. Well, actually, 1 business from last week. Each business will be advertised 2 weeks in a row. So again, I'm going to talk about my brother Khalid White. Like I said last week, Khalid White is the owner of Blkmpwr LLC. Blkmpwr LLC is a company that offers several different options, right? The first thing how I came into contact with the brother is he has a documentary about fatherhood. I've been able to work with Khalid over the last couple years. Great brother, college professor. I've been able to interview him for my platform and different things like that. So we've created a camaraderie over the years. He has a film. That he created for black fathers. Give me one moment here. My computer's freezing up. Let me see here. Yes. So he created a film for black fathers that actually comes with a book as well. So the film and the book is Trials, Tribulations, and Triumph. Hold on one second here. Because the brother is deep, man. He's doing a lot of good stuff for our community, and I've spoke about him before because the brother is a junior college professor. So when I came across his movement and everything that he was doing, he's a junior college professor, but he's a real relatable brother. You feel me? If you met him, you would just think he was a regular brother from the hood, man. That was real cool. You feel me? But in actuality, he's an educator. In actuality, he created, like I said, Blkmpwr LLC, where the first book was Black Fatherhood, Trials and Tribulations, Testimony and Triumph. That's a book that I have, a really, really great read. He was able to create a documentary film based on that as well. Another book he has for young men in junior college, because like I said, Khalid is a junior college professor. He's a junior college professor. Him and some other professors that he works with created a guidebook called Teaching Men of Color in the community college form. So that book kind of helps black kids get acclimated to junior college and let them know what to expect, different things like that. So that's some really good work. He has clothing as well. He has different shirts with different black slogans regarding reparations, regarding black, one of them has a logo that says Black to the Future on it. So just some really, really stylish clothing. Black College Matters is one of the shirts that he has as well. You feel me? So Khalid does a really good job, man, of not, because he could have just been a black man who teaches our children, which we all know in our community, we don't have enough black professors. We don't have enough black men in classrooms that can show our kids a positive example of what not only manhood is, but what it can be like to be a teacher, just to inspire, to kind of be, in the educational realm and help our kids that way. So not only does he do that, but like I said, he has the books, he has the fashion, he has the documentary film, the Black Fatherhood documentary, where he interviews 5, 6, 7, 8 fathers, I think it is. I've been able to see that film a couple times when he's done different screenings for it. So Khalid, is really a good brother in the community, man. So everybody go out and support the brother. Everybody go to the website. That's blkmpwr.com. Go to the website, support the brother, buy one of the books. Not only does he have the books I mentioned, but he has some couple kids books that he just released as well. One of them is even written in Spanish. Actually has 2 of them that are actually written in Spanish. So the brother is really doing this thing, man. He's really putting in an effort to help our community. And like I was saying, I kind of lost my train of thought. But like I was saying, he could have just been a teacher and helped our children that way. But the brother decided to step outside of that and create films and create intellectual property that people in our community can have forever. You know what I'm saying? So I admire the brother. I think he's doing just wonderful things in the community. So go to the website and check out what he's doing. That's blkmpwr.com. That's blkmpwr.com. You can just Google Black M Power. My brother Khalid White doing his thing. Now, for the next business, I wanted to support my brother here out of the Sacramento area, hip hop artist out of the Sacramento area named Mr. Lewis. His name is spelled M''Ster, Lewis, Lewis. He is a brother I came across a couple years ago from the Sacramento area where I'm from, man. He does he makes really socially conscious music that still be jamming, you know what I'm saying? So the music still sounds good, but he has a real conscious vibe to him. The brother practices what he preaches. He's a vegan. He homeschools his kids. So he raps about a particular lifestyle and knowledge of self and things like that, and he lives by it as well. So I really appreciate the brother's music. So everybody, if you can even Google Mr. Lewis. That's M''Ster, Lewis, Lewis. Google him. You'll see all of his music. He created a clothing line called God Mode and Goddess Mode, where he has shirts and dresses for women and men. Dresses for the women, not for the men. But he created a clothing line just to basically salute our culture, man, and to give people positive affirmations to wear. You feel me? So Mr. has been doing his thing here in the Sacramento area for a while. So I just wanted to give the brother some shine and let him know that I salute him. And again, he just released a new project called Rebuilding the Culture 2. Really solid music, man. And like I said, I've been able to interview him on my platform as well. We've had several in-depth conversations about how he raises his kids, about how he decides on what kind of music he's going to drop and produce. You know what I'm saying? So he's a really talented brother that also does music directing here in Sacramento. So the clothing line, the music directing, if everybody needs that and you're in the Sacramento area, please go to you can find them on Facebook under Mr. Lewis. You can find them on Instagram under Mr. Lewis. It's spelled just how I said it early. Don't forget the apostrophe, Ster Lewis. Mr. Lewis, that's my boy, man. Go to Spotify. You can go all the streaming platforms that has music. Tidal, I was just listening to his album the other day on Tidal. All the streaming platforms actually has the music. So go to the brother's page, listen to some of the tracks. I really like the title track for Rebuilding the Culture 2. It's called Rebuilding the Culture. Really good music, man. So go to his page, support him, listen to the music. I'm having a panel discussion next month for Black History Month, and Mr. Lewis is going to be a part of that panel discussion where we talk about realistic solutions for the Black community in 2020. We'll talk about how do we combat the war that's been waged on our community, whether it be financially, socially, and otherwise. So we're going to have a real good time next month on the 22nd. That's Saturday the 22nd. But Mr. Lewis is a really positive brother who is preaching the right message here in the Sacramento area that I'm from. So I wanted to send that brother a shout out. Everybody go support his movement. That's Mr. Lewis, M''STER LEW.